welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the fear of rejection and the fear of being perceived. So let's get straight into that. So I feel like a lot of people have grown up to have this fear of rejection or this fear of being perceived, which I think holds a lot of people back from doing what they really want to do with their lives. Such as, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel, right? You want to start uploading on YouTube, but you're scared that people you may know, people you may not even know, you have this fear of them judging you. But whether you post or not, nothing's gonna happen. Whether somebody does send a hateful comment or somebody does message you a hateful comment, at the end of the day, it's online. You could really just block them. And I know it's easier said than done to just ignore it, but in truth, you do have to ignore it. I mean, there are hateful people everywhere, like online, in real life. There are hateful people everywhere. But when it comes to being online, you can't allow somebody to have that much control over you on your own platform and on your own device. You can't allow somebody to make you feel down on your own phone and on your own personal device. It's your platform, it's your device. If someone's being hateful towards you, block them. Done, block them. And I know, as I said, this is easier said than done. And it might take some time to just block out that negativity. It is going to be hard, but eventually you have to push through and learn to block out that negativity. Ultimately, I feel like we basically just assume that, when we post, people are gonna hate on us, we're not gonna get any views, so on and so on. But whether you get 2 views, doesn't matter. Nothing's gonna happen. If you post on TikTok and get 2 views, oh well, nothing happened. But then if you post again and you get 1,000,000 views, then you get 1,000,000 views and now you're happy. The thing is, when you're first starting off doing something, it's not going to be, you're not gonna be successful straight away. Sometimes it really be luck. So you're not gonna be successful over time. You really have to push hard. If you want to start a new project, start a business, start uploading on social media, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some work, some preparation, some effort for you to get there. But if you keep having that negative presumption that that a bad outcome is going to happen, that's just gonna hold you back. I always say be optimistic. Being optimistic is really what gets you through life. Just assume that it's gonna work out. Like, it's going to work out. When it comes to rejection is really protection. It's redirection. Maybe you got rejected because that just wasn't meant for you. Everyone's on their own journeys, their own path, their own life lessons, and some things really they're probably just not meant for you. Now, I'm not saying that everything is meant for you in the sense of like abusive situations and traumatic situations. I'm not saying, oh yeah, that was meant for you, it happened for a reason. No, that's kind of, to think. But I'm talking about, like, okay, you apply for a job and I didn't choose you. Maybe that job wasn't for you. Maybe it was a shit job. Maybe you would have hated that job and you would have been miserable. Let's say you give an idea and the idea was rejected. Maybe they wouldn't have executed that idea how you wanted that idea to be executed. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to go through rejection to learn a lot of things. I don't think rejection is a bad thing. Like, you see somebody that you like, you like to see them and you want to approach them, you want to shoot your shot, get their number, but they rejected you. They told you no. Maybe that person just wasn't your person. Maybe they just weren't meant for you. They weren't meant to be in your life. They would never care for you. They would never love you, like the person who is meant for you will. You know what I mean? I feel like it's important to just focus on yourself and focus on your life, and then you actually meet that person that is meant for you. You know what I mean? Yes, when you get rejected, you might feel sad. You might feel disappointed. I mean, at the end of the day, we're humans. We're going to have negative emotions. We're going to feel sad about things. We're going to feel angry. That's normal. And we need to allow ourselves to feel those emotions and to get through those emotions and to understand why we're feeling those emotions, right? It's not good to suppress your emotions. You need to feel your emotions. Allow yourself and your body, your mind, your soul to feel your emotions so you can get through with it, right? When you have an idea to do something, do it, right? If you want to start a business, work on starting that business, right? If you know that's what you want to do. If you want to post a video, post the video. Whether somebody may not like it, there's probably somebody out there that will like it. Whether it seems useless to somebody else, maybe it's helpful for another person. Just do it. It's like, do it right now. Get up and do it. You know what I mean? People have so many great ideas. There are so many talented people in this world that's just not pushing themselves out to actually execute what they want to do. If you want to start a business, start a podcast. If you want to start posting on social media, if you want to, literally anything you want to do, just do it, right? Because I'm going to say this, failure is honestly the key to success. Like, when you fail, you learn. The more you fail, the more you learn, right? You have a business idea, right? You tried to execute the business, it didn't work. So now but at least you tried to do it, right? So now you know your faults. You know what you had to do. Maybe you needed to prepare more. Maybe you didn't advertise properly. Maybe it didn't execute well enough, right? It at least shows you that, okay, these are the mistakes I made, so I know not to make it in the future. A lot of the time, people think and assume that they're supposed to be successful right off the bat. They think you post a video, if it doesn't get 1 million views, then you give up. You feel discouraged. Patience is one of the most valuable skills someone can have. Patience is what really does it for you. When you're patient is when good things come. When you're patient and you still work hard to build what you want to build is when good things happen. You know what I mean? You make mistakes along the way, but you learn from those mistakes. You know what I mean? You learn. You know what to do. You know what not to do, right? When you're in school and you do a test and maybe you get a good grade, you can go over that test and see what you did so you don't repeat those mistakes on the exam. You know what I mean? Right now, you can't just expect to post something, all of a sudden you're famous, all of a sudden you're viral. Yes, that can be the case for some people. Some people post one video, boom, they're viral, boom, they're on TV, they doing what everybody talking about them, everybody know them. But you're not that person. What you need to realize is you are not them. You are not them. You're yourself. This is your life and this is your journey. Nobody else can be like you. There's nobody else like you. So yeah, you may feel discouraged, but you're not them. You know what I mean? You might have to try a little harder, and that's okay. That is okay. I already talked about how rejection is protection, right? How it's redirection. It's redirecting you on what's on your life path and what you actually need to do. I talked about how you need to start doing things now. But I also want to just state a little thing which I might do a whole video on. Your thoughts create your reality. You have negative thoughts all the time. You're gonna get negative experiences at hand. You have positive thoughts and think optimistic. You most likely are gonna get positive things in life. The way you perceive things matter. You say you had a bad day. Maybe you just viewed it as a bad day. Maybe something bad didn't happen. No, yeah, something bad could have actually happened. But a lot of the times we're really quick to say we had a bad day. All we did was stub our toe. You only said you had a bad day because nothing special happened. You only say you have a good day because something special happened. Why can't every day just be a good day? No matter if it's the same day over and over, it can still be a good day. You have the power of changing what you do that day. Maybe today you're gonna wake up early, which I know, as I said, easier said than done. You're gonna wake up early, do some yoga, do some journaling, drink some tea, go to the gym, and have a productive day, right? But then tomorrow, maybe you woke up late, or maybe you decided you wanted to oversleep, maybe you wanted to relax that day. That would still be a good day. Just because I feel like we're made for our bodies. We're like taught that our bodies always need to constantly work. I feel like some of us are never at rest. We're never resting. You relaxing is not you being lazy. It's just you relaxing, because at the end of the day, our body needs a break. We need a break. You can't overwork yourself. You need a break sometimes, and that's okay. But just because you didn't do much one day but did a lot the other day, they can both still be good days. They don't have to be bad days. The way you perceive something is the way the outcome's gonna look. If you see something as negative, then it's negative. If you see the positive in something, then it's positive. You know what I mean? I know happiness is very subjective, but for me, happiness is about being content and finding peace. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna be content and finding peace if you see the negative in every single situation. You know what I mean? And I don't know if this is maybe a survival tactic that we were taught back in the stone era, but we're not in survival anymore. We gotta cut it out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how humans are like all naturally selfish, and humans aren't really born with empathy. They learn empathy. Like when you're a kid, kids know when to say no. They know when they don't want to share something. But as kids, you learn that you have to share, and that sharing is caring. You know what I mean? So over time, we're like, okay, we must share with this person. We must give back. That's how we basically learn empathy, because humans are not born with empathy. They're actually born selfish, right? And I also think maybe that was a survival tactic from back in the Stone Age. But anyways, the way you perceive things is basically how you're gonna look at life. And I also want to say, if you keep being, for me personally, when you keep being optimistic about things, you start being positive about things, you use good affirmations about things, life is gonna show you that positivity that you're instilling and that you're thinking about. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not gonna stay too long on this. This is probably where I'm gonna end this short. Maybe I'll do a video on this. But yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about. Rejection is protection. It is redirection. Maybe you're rejected for a reason. Maybe the universe was saving you from something. Maybe that just wasn't a part of your journey. Maybe that messed you up. You know what I mean? You need to start doing things now. Kill the fear of being perceived, because you are talented. You are talented. You are a very talented and smart, intellectual individual, an intelligent individual, and people want to see your craft. Okay, people need you, so start doing things now. Thirdly, your thoughts create your reality. Okay, work on how you view things and perceive things. And yeah, that's basically what I want to talk about today. I was just yapping, but yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope this helped you in any way, shape, or form.
Everyone you're looking at is also you. You could be that person. You could be that monster. You could be that cop. And you're to decide in yourself not to be.